Hello, I'm Sharon from Sharonatsea Travel. Recently, we took a family vacation down to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. We flew two different airlines. We flew Delta down to Cabo San Lucas from Phoenix, and our return flight home was on American Airlines. We did this because of the pricing. We got the better prices this way. We also had some travel credits to use. So, we didn't really give it much thought. We were just looking for the best price. Well, boy, let me tell you, during this time, worrying about keeping things safe, we had two totally different experiences between the two airlines on our flights. And I'm going to tell you about it right after this. That's right, what a difference. But before I get started in my comparison, if you like cruise or travel content, please consider subscribing to our channel and click the notification bell so you'll get notified when we post new content or go live. We go live every Monday evening at 6 p.m. Pacific time and 9 p.m. Eastern time, and we talk all about travel, cruise, and so much more. So come join the fun. And after you watch the video, please post in the comments below what your travel experiences have been on different airlines as well. Now, let's get into the comparison. First, let's talk a little bit about Delta Airlines. When we arrived at the airport, we got a really good feeling that Delta was putting their passengers and crew members' kind of best interest at hand, you might say, as far as safety goes. All the features mentioned on the website all seem to be in place, from social distancing to sanitizing the planes to hand sanitizing stations readily available, and everyone were wearing masks. And boy, did they take the masks seriously. Let me tell you, on one of our flights, we had a layover, we had to change flights over in California at LAX, and when we got on our second flight, the captain came out and actually booted 6 guys off the plane because they were not complying with the mask rule. This really actually made us feel pretty good, that they were really taking this seriously. Also, when we got on the plane, they gave us a little bag with a small bottle of water and a couple snacks, and also a hand sanitizing wipe that, we could kind of wipe things down ourselves with, use it for our hands, whatever the case is, but it was a little sanitizing wipe in the baggie as well. Also, the boarding process was very organized. They maintained social distancing at all times and boarded in small groups. They also encouraged you to download the app where you could retrieve your boarding pass, fill out any forms such as the Healthy to Fly form that's required to fill out, and also get any updates on the flight. Now let me talk a little bit about our return flight on American Airlines. Now I will say there were social distancing circles on the floor where people were supposed to maintain social distancing, although American Airlines was not really adhering to that policy. People were lined up down the gangways as we boarded the plane. Well, I don't know if it's called gangways, but the walkways. Gangways I think are on ships. Anyways, the walkways down, but they were all lined up and no one was 6 feet apart. How planes kind of get backed up as people start to board the plane, and people are taking a few minutes to get their luggage in the overhead bins. Well, this kind of made things back up, and instead of just letting a few people on in groups like Delta did, they kind of had everyone lined up, and it was just kind of the same wait as it was in the past, as you're waiting to get on, as people put their luggage in the overhead bins and take their seats. Once we were all seated in our seats on the plane, I did notice there were no middle seats empty. It was a full flight. It was a full flight, let me tell you. They didn't give out any water or snacks. They did just mention that if you need anything, you could call one of the attendants and they would help you. Other than that, they would not be really coming around because they were supposed to be social distancing. I will say everyone was wearing masks, including the flight attendants and the passengers, although the flight attendants, like I said, did not come around, so they really didn't monitor this, but everyone was pretty respectful and they were wearing their masks. But besides wearing the mask, I really didn't see any difference from flying American Airlines several months ago to now. It seemed basically the same. I will say they do advertise that they still do the deep, sanitizing, and deep cleaning to their planes and all that. So, that is something that they do have in place and that they are advertising that they are doing. You know, it's kind of sad because American Airlines is kind of our first choice of airlines. We've always flown American for the most part in the past. From Arizona, we usually get the best prices. There's just the most availability and things on American Airlines. We get points on American Airlines, so sometimes we can fly for free and different things. But you know what, and I'm not saying that I would never fly them again, because, you know, I will fly them again. But I just wanted to kind of put it out there and let you guys know what a difference there was between the two airlines and flights during this time. You know, maybe someone that may have a pre-existing condition or something that is a little more worried about flying, you know, maybe they may want to fly one of the other airlines to just feel a little safer right now. So once again, this was my own personal experience for our flight as a family down to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. You know, all flights may not be completely the same, but this was our experience, and I just thought I might share it with you for some people that maybe are a little more concerned with how flights are recently during this pandemic. You know, maybe you have pre-existing conditions, you're just a little more concerned with things. So I just thought I would share our experience with you. So hope this was helpful, and thanks for watching, and until next time, happy cruising and safe travels.